I've been searching far and wide for a blue workshop deck featuring the One Ring. What happens if we add Yorion to the deck? That'll help our blue count. Maybe we can run some powerful blue spells, Mana Drain, Transmute Artifact in our workshop deck. I've got a plan. Relic of Sauron. Is it a good plan? Let's find out. All right, welcome back, Vintage Gamers. Boy, do I have content for you tonight. Today, we are playing with Sauron, also known as Yorion, and the Bird Serpent's coveted relics and rings. So we're going to play a Relic of Sauron One Ring deck. I did actually 5-0 with the deck that contained Relic of Sauron and the One Ring just last night. I wasn't particularly impressed with my deck list, so I decided to make it worse because winning is too much. This is what we 5-0'd with last night. No, wait, that's the same list. I fooled you. It was the pop quiz, and you failed. This is what we 5-0'd with last night. Very similar, kind of a mishmash of Not Me's blue control shops deck and Sean's recent ring adventures. So I wanted to do some cool things with Relic of Sauron, and the biggest thing that this does is tap for blue. So with blue, we can cast the Mana Drain, and also Transmute Artifact. So theoretically, 2-card combination of Transmute Artifact and Relic of Sauron means you can get a ring, and the ring is pretty broken. Ring is a very strong card. But also, by being able to cast Transmute Artifact, we can do all kinds of tutor things. So we can go tutor a Metamorph. We can go lower and, find Vault Key or whatever. But we could also pay an extra mana and go get things like, Paradox Engine. The One Ring is pretty close to an infinite combo. Time Vault Paradox Engine also pretty close to infinite turns. We can search up answers to, like, Collector Oof or Null Rod. We can go tutor for a land. So lots of cool things happening in this Transmute Artifact tutor package. So when we play Yorion, you do want to try to reduce the variance of having an 80-card deck by playing lots of 4-ofs or playing things inside of a tutor package. So you'll see that all my spells are pretty much 4-ofs, and then all of my artifacts I can find via different tutor packages using Urza Saga or Transmute Artifact. This also applies to your sideboard. You don't really want to bring in like 2 Dismembers. What's that going to do? You really want to bring in like 4 Dismembers. Instead, I'm just going to play a ton of artifacts in my sideboard that I can find off of Transmute Artifact and Karn. So, and I'm also going to keep the Tabernacle because I do have this Golos and this Expedition map to find it. So, yeah, you'll just see a bunch of random hate pieces. I kind of figured, like, what are cards that might actually win a matchup if I Transmute Artifact for them? Things like Void Mirror and Torpor Orb, stuff like that. Do have, of course, a Portal Phyrexia for our Tinker, or maybe even just casting it. Seems totally reasonable. Got some 6-drop fannies here with Hellkite and Engineer. Yeah. I don't have high hopes for this deck, but technically it does contain lots of powerful magic cards and can totally do the thing. We'll just see if in a challenge is that really actually feasible. Maybe not, but we're going to give it our best go. So, see you in round 1. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. All right, here we go. This is going to be round 1 of the Vintage Challenge. There are 67 players, so we will play 7 rounds today, or, less if things don't go well for the Bird Serpent, which I am going to reveal at the start of this game. Close. This hand is close. We have, Negation Trap. All we need to do is draw Ancient Tomb. It's not in our deck, so probably not close. I guess technically if we draw Workshop, we can play Golos, and that'd be pretty good. I'm going to put this one back and try to find a hand that has mana and spells. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to put back the Mice Stone just because I know they're on Oath. It's not going to be as good against Oath, and I'd like to be able to chain a Vapor a turn 1 Oath if they played it. I know, not me. Nothing ever goes wrong for you. We know you'll keep a 7 with no mana. Like, that's just not how Magic works for me. I can't keep that. No shot. This hand has turn 1 mana drain. How much more can you want? Oh, wait a second. It's even better. It's turn 1 Relic into mana drain. God, this plays into Mindbreak Trap though. Should I simply not cast my Relic so I had to play around Mindbreak Trap? I feel like the answer to that question is actually just yes. You can always cast it off of mana drain next turn. Everyone's just playing main deck Mindbreak Traps now. You gotta put some respect. No. All right, so far so good. Mana drain is doing the thing. Oh, maybe I should keep the island so that I can loot with it. Though this lets me loot because I'll have 3 artifacts. So that's actually quite good. So right now my Artillerian makes 3, so I can actually use this ability on my opponent's end step, or even when they cast a spell and draw 2, discard 1. That's pretty good. Okay, all right, okay. I think that's better than like putting Yorion in my hand. I guess we could technically cast Mindbreak Trap as well. True. All right, I guess we're casting Mindbreak Trap. Oh, this should not use the stack, right? Oh, maybe it's not using the stack. It's just I need to put in input, so. But normally, don't they make these cards where they give you like all the inputs? I feel like they usually make those cards where they give you all the. Yeah, that passed priority. That should definitely not do that. Sean complained about it. Yeah, I mean, Sean's correct. That's not the correct implementation for Relic of Sauron. Did he file a form complaint? Urza Saga. Okay. So I think what we'll do here is we'll play Urza Saga and we'll put Yorion in our hand. And then we could technically play Yorion. Is that better than activating Relic? There's no way they have a 3rd Oath, right? I don't think so. Yeah, that's definitely a bug. That's definitely incorrect. So this is gonna get Ancestral or something. Should we just activate now? Does it matter? I guess we'll just let's see what they do for. I mean, I could hit Mental Misstep, right? That's a good reason to activate there. I should have probably activated so I could hit Mental Misstep. It's probably Ancestral, but it could be Show and Tell as well. Could be Flash. They got Ancestral. I'm just gonna activate. All right, well, don't want that. All right. I mean, we still have an active Saga, and we're drawing an extra card every turn. I feel like we're not in a bad spot, though. Like, letting opponent's Ancestral resolve is definitely not ideal. We have gone through 2 Oaths already. I don't actually know if Sai actually plays Show and Tell Oath or just like bug cards. Let me go look, actually. Yeah, they don't play Show and Tell. They play like Pernicious Deed and stuff. All right. I don't think I care too much about an Oko. Though I guess I can turn off my Relic. But we have an active Saga, so. Time Walk is an incredible draw. Let's first. How much mana do I have? So I think there's a world where this can get countered, right? Like, we can technically make a construct here to save a mana. And then that will give us 4. And I can still time walk at the very end of everything if I use my pedal. But this all does require me to use my Saga right now, which is pretty bad against Oko unless I time walk. We probably just need to lead on time walk and not get to loot, I would think. See if it resolves first. Oh, it resolves. Okay. So now we just like don't get to loot, right? Because we won't have... Oh, no, we still have enough, right? Wow, we still have enough. I'm super... Well, we only... No, we don't have enough. We don't have close to enough. I would really have liked to loot here, but... Can we instead play Yorion? I guess we can, right? No, we're 1 mana short. Man. No, the creature is 100% necessary because it's going to kill the Oko. I think I played that badly. I think I should just like throw the creature down and time walk. I know, I'm aware, but like if I make a construct and they force my time walk, it's really, really bad for me, right? It's kind of the whole point. All right, but I have another construct now, and then this construct can get... What do I want off this? Is it just like expedition map for another saga? Could just get a top, could just get a key. All of these things seem very good for me. I mean, technically we can just use the key and like do tons of looting too. I think it's probably better than a top. All right, so they have Sarah's Emissary in their hand, a Tinker. They do some... Oh, they don't have Citadel on their last list. That's interesting. They have a Besage, which is relevant. I can Needle Besage now, though. All right, so let's start with... Ounce food? Why do I... Oh, so they can't tinker? Guess we technically could do that too. I think that's like pretty risky because if they just top deck any artifact, they can tinker, and then we don't have the Chain of Vapor for their Citadel. I think the first thing we want to do is just activate this Relic. They can also like sack lands and kill my constructs and stuff. All right, we found a force. We're in a great spot now. So we can just get rid of Mana Crypt. Well, if we choose to keep Mana Crypt... Man, I should have played this Needle first. Well, I could have discarded Needle, possibly. I don't really... there's a lot of learning happening here. I think this Needle is just on Besage. And I just kill the Oko and then force the Tinker. And then we just winning. Os a Jew who endures. I guess I can still loot one more time. Because I can just use this pedal. I lose a damage, but that's fine. It's probably correct to do this. I don't like the way I played this again. Oh my. Yeah, all of these cards are straight winning. So if my opponent draws a Flusterstorm and resolves a Tinker, what's the best cards to have in my hand? I mean, I just get rid of this Yorion. This Yorion is super useless now. We don't need it. We get to loot with it. All right, we just kill the Oko. Maybe I should have just... Yeah, this is fine. I think this is fine. If they want to Tinker, they have to draw a counterspell, and then we just refill with One Ring and recall anyways. All right, well, I do feel like the deck did the thing. I don't even think I played this remotely optimally. I think I had a bunch of better lines and better uses of my mana with Tolarian Academy, but there's gonna be some learning because it's a brand new deck. But that was pretty impressive. Everything really worked there. Oh my god. Oh, I do have a cage. I do have a cage. I thought I forgot the cage. Okay. So we do want cage. And my opponent is going to be on one Atraxa. I don't think we want Torpor. Steel Hellkite. That's probably not fast enough. Chalice on one is fine, but probably not worth it. I do sometimes like to have Portal in these kind of things. I mean, Yorion getting pitched to a looting is totally fine. That's doing its job too. All right, we definitely don't need a Mightstone Weakstone, though I guess that's kind of similar to a Portal. I do want a cage. That's the one thing I definitely want is a cage. Maybe we don't need a Portal. Like, we have chains and metamorph. Yeah, I'm just going to swap the Mightstone Weakstone for a cage that we can get off our Saga and our Transmute. And I'll call it a day. All right. I have a Bird Serpent. What does the hand look like? Pretty good, right? I mean, even I still have a Yorion too. Yeah, this looks fine. They've mulliganed to 5. That's good for our negation. I mean, I've drawn Tolarian Academy both times, which I can tell you is probably the best, one of our best cards in our deck. Chain of Vapor. So I do need to be worried about Vigor, I guess. Nah, I don't want to worry about anything. That's fine. I don't think it's 3 years. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty okay with my Time Vault going away. It wasn't doing anything on its own anyways. And I can just still hold up negation, so. I think that's totally a fine trade. I actually really, really like negating this. The Oath deck is super clunky, and if I can make sure they can't brainstorm here. Oh, wow. They forced pitching force. No, we didn't want to put Yorion in our hand. We were holding open negation. It's not always correct to put Yorion in your hand. All right, so they hit Brainstorm Fetch, but they only have one card left. We still have a hard cast negation. I think we're in a very good spot. Another force. This time I'm definitely putting Yorion in my hand. Definitely countering any Oath. I'd like to get my Sky Noodle going here. Man, hardcast negation has been pretty unreal. Negate is... I mean, I have a lot of counter magic in my deck, to be fair. Workshop is a little odd here. So I think we're allowed to just cast a Yorion now. I want to start getting the beat down going. I don't want to like hold up hardcast force. That's not super useful. Oh, I guess. Oh, I don't have any blue artifact mana. Never mind. All right. So my opponent still has 2 cards. I have a 4/5 flyer, Null Rod. I just let that resolve. I don't think I'm in any danger here. And I still have an Academy. Can't hard cast my force now, but transmute artifact. So generically, I can turn this into a cage if I need to. I could also technically like Chain of Vapor their Null Rod and go up 3. Or sorry, yeah, go up 3. I think the answer for now is going to be hold it in my hand, though I guess things get like kind of awkward if they have a wasteland or something, but no, so I can't use the Mishra's Workshop to pay the difference here. So right now I can only like turn a 0 into a 1. And like I said, I can get Cage, I can get Needle, I can get Key, I can get Map. I can get Map and get a Saga. No, I can't get Map and get a Saga because there's no Rod. I'm just gonna hold it for now. But I could get Cage, which I think is like probably the most relevant. Like if I force their oath and they have some way to counter it, like yeah, I think in general that just wasn't gonna be my plan. Like I think I'm gonna hold this chain and like we're just gonna try to play Delver with our Yorion here. Metamorph. This is a legendary creature. So not a good metamorph target. Though I could metamorph a Null Rod, and then I can go up to a 3. I'm just gonna continue holding. We just had so many forces, right? I mean, they were racing pretty okay. Sensei's top. I mean, they don't have an answer to Yorion in their deck, right? I mean, oh, they do have an Assassin's Trophy. I have 2 answers to, like, I can force a removal spell and I can chain my own Yorion. Though I can't exactly replay Yorion yet. Null Rod, they got me. Null Rod totally beats me. I mean, like I said, I've drawn Academy twice. Academy is a little messed up magic card. Seagate Restoration. Oh, I guess I can pay 3 life and hold up Hardcast Force with this. I don't think I need to do that. I just play this. I don't think I have any need to do a Hardcast Force here. Especially when I can like pay for Fluster or whatever. Still got all these, baby. Still got all these. All right. Well, maybe my deck's broken. Who knows? All right. Round 2. Bird Serpent has been revealed. They know that I'm not on Bazaar of Baghdad. Probably. Oh, this hand's so good. How have we have drawn unbelievable hands? This hand is incredible. This hand has Mental Misstep, Force, blue card, and turn 1 ring. And Tolarian Academy again. I wish I could draw like this every game. Damn. Our hands have been so good. Keep. Our hands have been great. I cannot complain in the slightest. Plains? Thalia? So if I force this, it's just super good for me, right? Yeah. I don't need this misstep. Yorion makes you draw the good cards. What is going on? I can even draw into like a negation and hardcast it, maybe. Expedition map? I think I'm going to hold the Lotus and not use Expedition map because I think I'm going to need a 4/5 flyer. We do have a turn 1 ring against mono white. Should be pretty helpful, but I did use my 1 counter spell on Athalia, which is not their strongest card. So like they could follow up here with an Archon. We probably are beating Archon, but I mean, this should be good enough. It would have been sick if we drew another force, though. I mean, it's going to be hard for mono white to beat turn 1 ring, I would assume. Ancient Tomb, Seasoned Engineer. All right. That's their fastest clock. So we do have to still draw pretty well out of here. Another ring is going to be helpful for when they go into trap. All right, so let's play X. Oh, I used the wrong mana. I needed to use my workshop mana for that. Am I doomed because of that? Maybe I should just expedition map for a saga. So I'm going to take my next hit here, and then I'm going to play the 1 ring on the following turn so that I can be immune to trap for a turn. I guess theoretically I'm making 4 mana. So I'm actually not even making enough mana to play. If I had played my expedition map off of my workshop, I would have been able to play Yorion this turn. So I guess instead I have to just hold open mana drain. It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. No, I think holding open drain trap here is much better than like doing something else. I need to play the ring next turn. I could still just lose to the Seasoned Engineer because I can never block it, right? And I can't really remove it. So we gotta be pretty careful here. They drew Strip Mine. That's so bad, isn't it? Wait, they're gonna play something before strip mining me? Seems bad for them. Oh, I guess we have 4 chains. That's true. Well, they went for my workshop? Okay. So should I expedition map? Loses 1 mana, but gets us guaranteed saga, I assume. Probably want to do that. I guess we could get Manamo. That's even better. Holy shit. Yeah, we'll get a Manamo. Because I can make infinite mana or or draw infinite cards with this Manamo, so. I shouldn't have exited that planes out. All right, so the good news is on this next turn here, we get to turn off their ability to trap and prevent their damage. Transmute. Can we just go, like, draw our whole deck now? Can we, like, go transmute for Paradox Engine? That's got to be the best play. Though we don't have a lot of follow-up plays. Maybe we need to start by Manamoing. Because we haven't drawn any Moxen yet. Didn't really want to use my Academy so early. I guess I don't technically have to. Okay, so now we can transmute our ring into a paradox engine and then play a new ring. I also have Chain of Vapor now. So I think that's my best option. So I'm going to cast this, transmute my ring into a paradox engine. I guess I could get a Sphinx too. No, I'm playing a new ring this turn anyways. So I think it's fine. I could technically get a Massacre as well. I'm just going to get the paradox engine. And I'm going to pay the 1. And then I'm going to play a new ring. Untap. Play a ring. Gain protection. Draw a card. Play a Mana Vault. Untap. Resolve my Mana Vault. Draw cards. I missed. I can play another ring, though, if I want. Or I could just Chain of Vapor. I should just chain my Mana Vault or something. I guess I can just chain this Seasoned Dungeoneer so I don't have to deal with it. Oh, then they can bounce something if they want. Do I care if they bounce something? I could technically chain and sack my Manamo and just do both chains. I guess we can draw with our ring and see. Yeah. I think we were doing it. Yeah, I think here I would like sack the Manamo so I could chain the Emerald as well. And that gives me, I mean, I'm going to draw through my whole deck, right? Ooh. Okay, so that was awesome. All right, so we're playing against mono white. That does present challenges to us. We're gonna bring in a Portal of Phyrexia. We're gonna bring in a Mightstone Weakstone and an Argentum Masticore. Could bring in Steel Hellkite as well. All right, now what do we take out? Mental Misstep. Needle. No, Mindbreak is actually very good against my opponent's deck. I would not take out Mindbreak. Probe. We could bring in this Torpor Orb as well. I feel like I can take out a single key and my top, maybe. Those don't feel like relevant cards here. I mean, nah, Golos is a creature. I don't think I want to take out any of my creatures. I had 2 out of 10 fun. Don't do that again, thanks. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a keeper. We've drawn a lot of Moxen, so. All right, they kept another 7. I'm pretty doomed against the Chancellor here. Oh, there's double Chancellor. All right. Chancellor's so good. Double Chrome Mox, double Chancellor, turn 1 3-drop? 4-drop? Oh. Okay. So that's fine. We do need to, unfortunately, pay a mana for our Mox now. No, I think it's fine. Oh, I guess technically we can't force on the next turn, so it's not fine. Because Thalia is going to make our first spell that gets countered get eaten. I know, Zajad was saying we should throw our force away so that we can actually play our Moxen next turn, but I think that's bad. Unfortunately, everything is bad. I think we just throw this in. Unfortunately, like, the biggest problem is I can't play any more Moxen after this, so I can't force their top deck. Like, they could easily top deck something here that breaks the game open, and I can't force it, but sometimes you gotta live like that. Let's see, hopefully they don't have anything. They drew something. That's so bad for me. I kind of needed them to whiff. Maybe I should have thrown my force into Thalia. I don't know, but then I'm like pitching my mana drain. That was my follow-up play anyways. All right, this game's gonna be tough. Strip mine. I don't think that is bad. So the problem here is I still can't mana drain, right? I'm gonna deploy my mana. I have to force their next play, take 7. I'm gonna have to draw a ring, and I'm gonna have to draw it on this next 2 turns with Time Walk. Yeah, I might have been supposed to throw the force into the Chancellors. Damn. I didn't think I wanted to do that, but I might have been supposed to do that. Shit. Golos. Interesting. So, if I play Golos, and I take 5 from Trap, yeah, but then I can't force a top deck either. I want a Time Walk after I play Golos, but that doesn't seem possible. So I think we need to Time Walk first and try to draw a mana. Or a ring. Because I can play Golos, and I'm going to go to 1. And I can get a Saga with my Golos. Which is quite good. I mean, let's Time Walk, I think. Golos can block, but I still go to 1 because I take Trap and I take White Plume, probably. Unless they just block attack with White Plume, and then I would chump the White Plume. No, I would snap Golos for a... Actually, I don't know. Like, they're just going to freaking draw Seasoned Engineer if I do this. Like, if I make this play, they're 100% to draw Seasoned Engineer. I think this is better, but I'm gonna be pissed when they draw Seasoned Engineer. I'm getting a Saga. I'm not getting an Academy. I need the blockers. It's really good with my Time Walk. If they attack with both, I will block Thalia. This game stinks, man. I knew this would happen. They would draw Season Dungeoneer if I make this play. It's so frustrating. God. So they have to hit a land. They have to hit a land off of this for me not to die. This is the worst game, man. I knew they would hit that off the top if I did this play. I should have just time walked. Oh, God. I mean, that's not the card I would have drawn off time walk, but. All right, I'm going to bring in Chalice on the play. Maybe I. Yeah, I don't know. It was close. Sure. I mean, I can't say these hands have been bad because we've had multiple Moxen, fast mana force in all of our hands. This is the most Sean hand of all time. Just have your Sapphire, easy. The problem is, like, are they gonna slam a Cavern on us? Like, what are they gonna do? I could cast Expressive Iteration. That's what we're missing. We're missing some expressive iterations. My opponent's also kept 7-card mono white hands too, which is interesting. It's quite hard to keep a 7-card mono white hand. You have to have some very specific things. I mean, we don't technically have. We don't have a turn 1 Sauron. What are you talking about? It's cost 4 mana. Like, we don't even technically have drain up unless like there's a world where they have a Chancellor and we have to like pay, right? There's also a world where I could simply play my Moxen and get my Yorion into my hand, force pitching Yorion their Moxen, and then untap, play my land, play a Relic with Mana Drain open. But then I don't have a Yorion, which seems not great. Yeah, I don't want to throw my Ruby into a Chancellor if I can help it, but... So I'm not actually sure if just like straight up holding up Mana Drain is better than me putting Yorion into my hand. Because like I want to counter their fast mana because they can have Cavern. I think it's close. Again, I think it's close. Because I don't want to Mana Drain like a Chrome Mox. I just have to hope they don't have a Cavern. Like, that's not the greatest plan. Like, I'm not countering a Jet. Like, I'm going to Mana Drain their creature, right? I guess technically if they have a Cavern, what about Mana Draining this Pearl, though? YOLO. Come on, Ancient Tomb Season Dungeoneer. What a hand. Mindbreak Trap's up. This is what I said. This is why I said Mindbreak Trap's good against my opponent's deck. This game blows. What a fucking... That's just like the best possibles. All right. So I can play Manifold Sauron Yorion, I hope. Seven. 8, 9, 5, 7. So I 8, 9, 10, 6, 8. So I can do that exactly. I just don't know if that's winning, right? I actually hold up Hardcast Force. What? And I can loot? All right, that's pretty sick. You know they got like a follow-up Archon or some nonsense. I don't know what just happened. I played all my cards. I just don't think I'm beating a seasoned Dungeoneer. Like, does anyone ever beat a seasoned Dungeoneer? Is that a thing? I guess like I draw Chain or something, but I need to draw a Ring next turn. But I also have to counter whatever they play. Yes, I know, not me. You beat everything all the time. It's great. Wonderful. Thank you. They're gonna like play Lauren off of Cavern of Souls, killing my relic. Like they didn't even play this with freaking Cavern of Souls. I don't care. It means they have an Archon, right? No, they just have another human. They have Lauren with Guru. It's okay. I can draw Time Vault Key right now. Just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. All right, it's fine. Mono white, fair and balanced deck. I should have attacked and stolen the fucking initiative. No, I just die in the swing back. There's nothing I can get here that will save me, though. Yeah, I mean, top decking better would have saved me. Agreed. Thanks for that. I'm just dead on board. This is ridiculous, man. What a terrible series of events. Just unbelievably good draw. Oh, they figured out the line. They figured out the line, chat. Oh, I mean, countering the Mox would not have mattered in this game. Getting the ring doesn't help me. Like, what are you talking about? The ring doesn't trigger if I don't cast it. The only thing I can think of in this game is I was supposed to put Yorion in my hand and force Pearl. But like these are just the top tier 99% mono white starts, so not much you can do about it usually. Okay, round 3, powerful wizard across the table. I got a bird serpent and a turn 1 tinker for Volt Key. So that's where we are in life. Uh-oh. Oh, no, don't scam me. No, 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 I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Please do not grief reanimate me. Oh, no. It's Doomsday. It's fine. No, wait. It is scam. It is scam after I was just saying how I don't think anyone would play scam. Wait, that means I win, though, right? Because they don't have any forces in their deck? Or I'm 1 mana short, right? I needed to draw a land. Wait, 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 wait. No, 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 no. I can transmute. No, no, I can't. I was thinking I could go like tinker for a Relic of Sauron and then transmute it into a time vault, but that doesn't help me. So I have to tinker. I can put Vault Key in play and not win, and then they could top deck Null Rod. Or I could tinker for the One Ring, or I could tinker for Masticore, or I could tinker for Mightstone, Golos. They can't answer Sphinx. We could technically tinker for Sphinx. I don't think it's dangerous. Hold on, let me go check my deck list. Hold on, let me go check my YouTube channel real quick. Hold on. Let's go check this I'm actually level 1. This version didn't have main deck Null Rod, but the newest version had main deck Null Rod. That's all they can tinker for though. Should I keep my jet? If they play green, they can play Beseiju, yeah. All right. Your move, opponent. Man, I would have gotten ruined by a grief, huh? A grief would have just destroyed me. Dark Ritual Shieldred. What do they play? They can't snuff this out. Shieldred. I'm racing, right? Looks like I'm racing. Oh, they must have misclicked attacks there. Oh no, I have first strike. Never mind. I'm definitely racing. I'm like, this has death touch, but I have first strike, so. Orcish Bowmaster. Pew pew pew. Well, they can wheel and deal. Does wheeling kill me? No, they don't have wheel. They can still draw wheel next turn. I need a Relic of Sauron so I can hold open my mana drain. Damn. Like, if they draw wheel, I don't think we die, but it's really bad for us, right? I take 21 damage, and they gain 14 life. It's close. And they have a huge thing that I can't block. That game was way closer than it should have been, right? The answer to Sphinx is to simply grief your opponent. It's quite simple, really. All right. I need Argenta Masticore for Null Rod as a 4 of. Maybe a Worm Coil is kind of good. Oh, with a wheel, Bowmaster kills Sphinx. True. Yeah, we would get wrecked. We would get murdered. Yeah, we would lose that game to a top deck wheel. We really needed a relic there so we could hold up mana drain. How do we not lose to scam? I don't know. Actually, I do know. What did hold on? What did Sean say? Simply have your sapphire so you can turn one mana drain them. That's what Sean had told us. Hey, remember the ring control is favored versus scam. No, who remembers that? Who remembers that? It was a great episode in the Discord. Is he wrong? No. Yeah, he's totally wrong. Grief is extremely favored versus the ring. Extremely favored. I'm gonna bring in Portal too. I think Sphinx is good, but I think Portal's good too. What else do I need? I don't need a needle. I probably don't need a second key here. And then I think chain's quite good in every ring deck. I don't know if 4 is the right number, but I do like chain. Yeah, I guess Karn is fine. I don't know. Karn is still like totally acceptable though. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, but how do I they're gonna grief me. They're on the play. Yeah, that's a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. This is what I thought all my hands would look like. This is what I thought every single hand we would get in this deck would look like. We just happen to have drawn like all of our workshop multiple mocks in hands instead. Like I'm gonna mulligan this because it doesn't do anything, but then oh my god, this hand's great. I guess if they play turn 1 Null Rod, this hand's not great, but so maybe I should just keep the Worm Coil Engine then. No, I should definitely pitch this Paradox Engine. All right. If they rip my 2 best cards, it's still pretty bad. Relic of Sauron taps. It's very simple. It taps for blue. And it also loots. Is this Voidwalker into Grief? What? Wait, that's it? That's it? That's it? Well, shit. Wait, can I, no, I have to bring. My opponent's hands have not been stellar. Oh, I want to hold up Mana Drain so badly. I kind of agree. That does not look like a very keepable hand. Ooh, Wasteland is pretty good, though. Wait, they're going to play something instead? Oh, they're wheeling and dealing. And then I get all of my cards off of Voidwalker. So I should just chain... Well, if I chain the Voidwalker, then they can sack a land and put the ring back in my hand. So I guess I have to just let them get my cards off of Voidwalker. Why is ring in my hand fine? Then I get wheeled. It's not fine. Yeah, but what if they... I guess they can just chain my ring anyways with the Voidwalker, but that's fine. All right, whatever. Let's see what happens. They can't grief me, right? Because I have protection. My deck is sick. Are they gonna hold open Mana Drain? They're gonna hold open Mana Drain off the Voidwalker. Love it. All right, we have Vault Key with Will. All right. The One Ring is favored versus Scam. Oh, man. Deck slaps. Okay, here we go. Now we're on to round 4. We're up against Micrograms on mono white. We won the die roll. We have a Bird Serpent. What more could you ask for? We are 1 mana short of the ring. We can technically metamorph our Mana Crypt. That's probably not the best idea. I don't think we can keep this hand. What's the likelihood we draw mana off the top? It's not high, right? 26 sources out of 73. It's just too low. I think it's just too low. Yeah, this'll work. So I can bottom a Saga and go Saga Sapphire map. And then I can map for Academy, maybe. I can do something. What if I don't take map and I go Saga Sapphire Saga and then I just tinker on turn 2? It's probably better. They mulled the 5. We actually can pay for a Chancellor, and we have negation for their first artifact, so we're in a pretty good spot here. Our Tinkers don't automatically win the game, but we can even just Tinker for a ring if we want. We could technically Tinker for Vault Key with 2 Sagas as well. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a very, very strong hand. Opponent kept 5. Loses to Wasteland. It's certainly not good against Wasteland. I don't know if it loses to Wasteland. It does really want them to play Wasteland, though. There's a Wasteland. Okay. I thought we lost the flip, but I was wrong. It was waiting for me to reveal my Yorion. Free gaming. What do we want to get? Probably just the ring, right? Looks like just the ring to me. Could technically get Time Vault, but that would actually lose to Wasteland number 2. So I think this is just the ring. No, Masticore is like super weak to Solitude and stuff. I think the ring is what will get us ahead. Have to negate this. Caracas. Can't bounce my ring, so... Alright, cool. So if we find... Yeah, I mean, this is super good for us. We can even turn the ring into something if we want. So now what we can do is they'll probably name the ring, and we can transmute our ring into a Time Vault and get a Voltaic Key. All right, we can also do any of this as well. I probably shouldn't have done that. It doesn't matter. Manifold Key. Transmute my 1 ring into a Time Vault and take infinite turns. Okay, wait, maybe this deck is actually just cracked. Maybe this deck is actually good. All right, we're going to want Portal and Wormcoil, Hellkite, Mightstone, Masticore. Maybe not Wormcoil. Maybe not Hellkite. Maybe we just want Torpor or Masticore, Portal, and Mightstone. And then we can take out Key, Needle, Misstep, Probe. That looks good. Then we can bring Chalice in on the play. All right, I got a Bird Serpent. I've got earn 1 mana drain. I just have to see what happens. I mean, I think I have to keep this hand and just live with the consequences. Ooh, Chancellor. Uh-oh. Peacekeeper. Okay. So I could throw my Mana Crypt into the Chancellor, but then I don't... But then they do know about my drain no matter what. Maybe they'll just make the Sapphire cost more. Peacekeeper is definitely not the strongest thing that could have happened there, so... Maybe they'll just make the mana drain cost 4. If they make the mana drain cost 4, we can just pay for our Mana Crypt and then get our Yorion into our hand. If they make the Mox cost 2, we can pay for our Mana Crypt and then pay for our Sapphire. They made the mana drain cost more. We drew Transmute Artifact. So I can go island, pay for my mana crypt. And then put Yorion in my hand. And then we have a lot of mana starting our next turn. We don't get the drain, obviously, but... Strip mine. White plume. Okay. Still looks really bad for me. Gonna need to draw well. And win flips, probably. Like, drawing a ring here is probably my best thing. Negation. Way too late. My basic island always gets strip mined. That is the way of the world here. I mean, if I don't do anything, they're just not going to play something, right? Like, there's no way they would ever play something into my mana drain. But my transmute is not actually good either, right? Is there any way I can get up to portal mana somehow? I guess I could theoretically drain my negation or something. And then that would give me 7 mana. I could transmute my sapphire into a mana vault, which would get me up to 8 mana. No, stop. So if I take 3, 5, 8 down to 9, down to 6, and I transmute my sapphire into a mana vault, that gives me 6 mana, 7. That's not good. I could transmute into a lotus. Doesn't really help me. All right, I think I just have to pass and see if they'll throw something at me. I doubt it, but I guess if they play nothing, it's probably good for us too, so. But I mean, we need to draw the ring, and we kind of need to draw it next turn, and we don't really have any other hope besides that, right? Yeah, they're just not going to play anything. All right, well, we need something. Lost a flip. We drew Time Vault. We're 1 mana short, right? Yeah, we're 1 mana short on Time Vault. That's frustrating. Wow. That's super sad. Even with Seagate, we're 1 mana short because we need to pay 3 for transmute and 1 for the key. So we need to play 6 mana and we only have 5 mana. I can't negate anything because it's not my turn, so it's not like I can drain into second main phase. Can if we play a Yorion, do we live? No. If we transmute into a white plume, no. I can't even do that anyways. Cost 4, right? Yeah, that doesn't work either. Yeah, unfortunately, just getting our basic strip mined was too much. Even if you transmute into the ring, we don't get protection, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, just the one strip mine was too much. Our hand wasn't super strong, but it was close. All right, let's just bring in Chalice on the play and take out Sensei Stop. Our hand wasn't very powerful, but I didn't think I wanted to put it back. It seemed like enough, you know? Like if my opponent doesn't play a Peacekeeper, then I can probably drain their second spell. Even if my opponent plays a Cavern, right? Like if they played an Archon, I actually had basic into box, and then I could drain. But yeah, my opponent always has strip mine for my basic island. This hand is unbelievable. Keep. Wow. Relic of Sauron, so strong. This is just how Sean drew it up, baby. God, imagine we get like a Mind Break Trapped or something. Relic. Let's go. We also are looking to negate any mocks in play. Caracas, go. Emerald. All right, I think I'm gonna put Yorion into my hand. Even if I can't loot this turn, I mean, I think I'm gonna be casting Drain this turn, but I guess they could go like Cavern on this, maybe. Caracas Go is not usually something you see. I'm just gonna negate this, pitching negation, because I still want to be able to drain something. Wasteland Go. Okay. So now I can play Yorion and flicker my relic, so I can still hold up drain. Oh, I guess Yorion flicker my relic against Caracas is not quite good enough, huh? Transmute artifact, though. What can I transmute? I can transmute into anything, right? I can transmute into a portal if I wanted to. So I guess we just wait. There's no reason for me to play Yorion. Because there's a Caracas in play. I could transmute into the ring, but then I can't hold up and drain. Wow, Cavern is their third land. I think we're just draining it anyway. Oh my, how does this keep happening? This just keeps happening, man. All right. Let's draw, I guess. Workshop key. All right, so we're a blue, double blue mana away from winning, I guess. Yorion is just always bad. My relics just keep getting Laurened. Yeah, it's so doomed, man. It's actually so doomed. If they didn't have Caracas, we could have at least played Yorion, and I think we'd be in a decent spot. But now, like, we got to get a little lucky, I think. Draw that one Academy. Peacekeeper, sure. They're gonna, like, make my vault cost more or whatever. I mean, if they're bouncing their Lauren, I think it's good for us, right? Maybe not. I mean, if we draw another Relic of Sauron, we win immediately. They just name the one ring. They don't give a shit. They're not even gonna wasteland me, right? Oh, they are going to wasteland me. Interesting. Don't think I would wasteland. Hey, GG, easy game. My deck is broken. My deck is completely broken. You know, if you put Yorion on your deck, you're more likely to draw your restricted cards. Hey, look, my Relic of Sauron. That would have also done it. Let's go! Deck's broken! Relic has been pretty good, right? Like, it draws cards, it makes blue. What more can you ask? All right, here we go. Round 5. We're up against a notorious Squee player, so that could be challenging. The ring is very good in this matchup, but it's hard to resolve. Let's see what we can do. I have a Relic of Sauron. I hear that's like a ring. Can't imagine putting this hand back, but it definitely has some difficulties. A Yorion is actually very, very good against my opponent's deck as a 4/5. 7-card keep. Ruby. Relic. Now, do I play a Time Vault? Oh, Forcible pitching Forcible. All right, no Relic for Justin. So 7-card Squee keep with 2 forces. Oh, not Squee. Jewel. Jewel is a much better matchup for us. I'm pretty happy that they used a force on a Relic, because that's like all their forces for the rest of the game, right? They used 2 forces. Oh, baby. We're doing it. All right, Squee. I think Jewel should be quite good. We have 4 negation, 4 force, 4 mind break trap. Another negation. I wish I had the mana to put my Yorion in my hand right here. It would be so good. Maybe playing a Time Vault is a mistake because they can metamorph it. All right, here comes Jewel. So I think we want to pitch our metamorph because the goal is to not put anything in play that we're going to metamorph, and this way we can draw a land and get Yorion for another negation. Could metamorph their monolith. Yeah. I think I'm down to just like find a mana and put Yorion in my hand to have second negation though, right? Or even if I hit an island, I can hardcast negation. I don't think I was supposed to play this Time Vault, but I guess maybe it sets up transmute artifact plays in the future. But we always have this workshop, so. I really would like the safety of... Okay. So, can I spend this turn? How much is this? Yeah, I'm going to put the Yorion in my hand. I want to progress. And they only have 4 mana right now anyways. So hopefully I don't have to do this. Another monolith, maybe? Ooh. 5 mana ghost, still no blue source because Jewel doesn't work. Jewel does not mathematically function. I like our spot. I like our spot so far. Transmute artifact. All right. I hear this is a good magic card. We drew Academy again, by the way. I think our deck has much better numbers than Jewel does. Like we have we're way over on the blue count necessary. Look at this blue. Look at this blue. It's a sea of blue. All right. What do we want against Jewel? Does it make sense to bring in Chalice on the draw? Probably because they're PO deck, right? Do we want Hellkite? I don't know. Don't need Masticore. Do we want Void Mirror? Do we want Needle? No. So I think we don't need Argentum Masticore. And I think we don't need Mightstone Weakstone. And I think we don't need Sphinx. It's possible we don't need Misstep. I'm not sure how good Void Mirror is on the draw, to be honest. So I think I want to just keep Masticore as like a way to maybe stabilize against constructs or something. I don't know. But I don't think I want Void Mirror on the draw. I think the Chalice is still fine. But we were never going to tutor for a Sphinx. And Mightstone's just 5 mana draw 2. This is probably fine. There's no reason to like play Portal for constructs. That seems stupid. Steel Hellkite and Masticore both deal with constructs. All right. Let's get a negation trap hand with turn 1 Karn. I have a misstep hand. Man, I don't think that's a keepable ancestral hand, huh? Oh, this is not a keepable hand against Jewel. They kept 7 as well. This hand has a trap, but nothing else. Yeah, this is now we're hitting the bad hands. All right, let's go to 5. Oh wait, no, they are also on 5. Man, these hands are so bad. They kept 5. I can't even keep this. Our 7 was trash. I would never keep the 7. This is just so bad too. Small again. All right, here we go. He says, looking at his hand, trying to keep 4 cards in it. All right. Yeah, this is not good, but at least it presents something. All right, cool. No. I'm just going to try to win with Vault Key. I don't think I have, like, other plays to be made. Oh, we're so dead. We're just super, super dead. We just mulligan too much. Not much we can do about it. Our 7 would have also lost to this. Shouldn't play the Emerald, technically. What if my opponent plays a Boromir? Then you'd look silly, wouldn't you? Metamorph as a monolith? +1 mana. Not sure about that play. I'm so doomed. Well, they have a Karn. Oh, yeah, they do. All right, get me out. Let's go next. Good hand, opponent. Good hand. All right, it's fine. I'm on the play with a 7-card hand this next game. I am going to bring in the Void Mirror on the play. See if we can get him. Karn, quite good in this matchup, I would say. All right, here we go. Yes. Yorion. What do I got? I've got a trap, a key for a turn 2 relic. This hand sucks. Small again. Okay, here we go. Force, trap, saga, ring, keep, bottom, done. Not bad, not great, but this is kind of more in line with like the medium hands I was expecting. We just want the saga to become a soul ring for a 1 ring as soon as possible here. We are obviously hoping our opponent plays 3 spells this turn. Oh, baby. Could technically trap the opal as a blue source, because they could technically wait this turn out and then play a PO, but I'm not doing that. I don't care. Like I understand the risk inherent in doing that, but I won't ever make that play. Oh, they should have definitely done that. They definitely should have made that play. That's the thing I could have gotten punished by. I mean, I still would have forced, but like, man. A little late on this chalice, but if they had resolved a PO on my turn and then I drew a chalice, that would have been pretty funny as well. Saga Gaming, 6 mana, Jewel? No Jewel. I mean, they can also metamorph my ring, which is not ideal either. Another Saga. I mean, I need to get a ring in play right now. Right? I guess I technically could Needle Saga. I also want to get like my zeros out, but I would have to get Mana Crypt, which feels dumb. But life total doesn't really matter. I could totally get the Mana Crypt out of my deck. Wait, I have 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana. Yeah. Wait, I could get just any artifact, right? I could get Sapphire instead. That would let me get Drain mana next turn. 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get Sapphire instead. It's a 0-drop. It lets me play Ring, and then next turn I have Drain and Transmute mana. The problem with the 1 ring is they can have Metamorph for it, right? That's the big problem here. I'm not activating my ring right away in case they have Hull Breacher. And I don't want to counter it for some reason. They have Hull Breacher. Call that. New ring. Okay. Taps them pretty low this turn. Won their flip. See if they have Metamorph. I mean, I could have trapped their Opal for what it's worth, right? I mean, their deck, like, a lot of times will not be able to cast Hull Breacher. It doesn't really matter because they need blue cards for force, so there's like a push and pull there. Looks like they have Metamorph. Oh, no, they have Monolith. Okay, why would you play Monolith here? What does that do for you? Isn't that kind of awkward? Hmm. Because now you have to tap your Monolith. You just took 2 damage for no reason, right? All right. I get a couple more draws here. Hopefully we find some good ones. We do have to stare down double construct. We have another ring, so we can blanket on the next turn. Oh, God, that's a good draw. All right, so... No, now we're looking to get Vault Key, aren't we? We're 1 mana short of Time Vault Key again. But we have a 1 ring, so... We can even get a key and, like, use key. Yeah, it's, like, insane. Even if they have Force Blue card here, it's not even that bad for me, right? I mean, I would probably force back, even. I think this is just winning. That draw was nuts. Yeah, buddy. What is this? Oh, they're going to make a thing in response so they don't get needled. Sure. We are just drawing unbelievably hot today. Drew another blue card. Oh, we have drawn our restricted cards so much. Let's go! Here we are, 4-1 with our Yorion deck. We're up against probably Mono White Initiative. We've got the play. And I have a Bird Serpent. Hand is turn 1 Relic into Mana Drain with Mindbreak Trap negation. Yes, keep. Oh, wait, no, this is not a Moxen. It's not turn 1 Mana Drain. All right, well, it's fine. We have negation and Mindbreak Trap. It's fine. 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 I thought it was a Moxen, but it's an island. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I baited myself. It's okay. This hand, still fine. We might have to pitch our Mana Drain to negation, but that's okay. They've mulliganed to 5. We don't have the ability to loot, which is kind of unfortunate, but... No, this is fine. This is very, very reasonable keep. I guess we could technically pitch our Mindbreak Trap if we think they're out of action. That way we can play Mana Drain on turn 2. Though my opponent could always reveal a Chancellor, in which case we can just go Island Go, and then we can play negation with the mana to pay for it. Feels doable. It doesn't feel like a great hand, but it's definitely, I mean, almost all the workshop hands are going to be keeps. All right, 5 cards, no reveal. It's just going to be Island Go, because we don't want to get wastelanded here. I don't think the upside of playing Time Vault is worth it. I might even... Yeah, that's just going to get negated. I don't know. Now I kind of want to keep... I kind of want to keep Trap. Just in case they have, like, Mox. I think I'm going to negate pitching Trap. I think that sets us up for the most... They have 5 additional cards. Everyone wants to pitch Drain, but I kind of want to pitch Trap still. I think we need Drain. I kind of agree. I think if I get ruined, I get ruined. But I think I need Drain to like get to Yorion or something, right? They had Cavern anyway. They had Cavern, so I could have trapped Thalia. Yep, got punished for that. Got hard punished on that one. I mean, they mulled the 5 and their hand was Lotus Ruby Cavern. I mean, they're uncounterable anyways, right? So just completely doomed. Okay. Man, it's so hard to beat mono white. If I don't play turn 1 ring, do I just never win? Really frustrating. I mean, I made the wrong play in this circumstance. I mean, I don't know if it's a wrong play, but I definitely got punished for the choice I made on that play. It's hard to think they're going to keep a 5-card hand that has additional fast mana besides Lotus, right? Like, I don't think Sean would have pitched Drain. I'm super doomed. I don't know. I think I just want to play the game where I don't think they have another fast mana, and then I can play Drain on turn 2. Yeah, Trap beats Cavern, but my opponent has to have exactly Mox Thalia or like Mox 3-drop, which I don't know. On a mulligan, like how much are you really allowed to keep, right? Like how much fast mana are you allowed to keep on a mulligan? Like it worked out horribly for us, obviously, but this will stop them from playing like a cleric or something. A White Plume Adventure. I mean, we still have 2 keys and 70 cards. Saga. We're not dead yet, so... Oh, wait, this costs way more mana than I thought it did. I can chain something. So if I take 5 here and they don't draw a creature and I end of turn chain a Anointed Peacekeeper, that's probably better than doing it now and having them replay. I think well, I have to do Peacekeeper now. Oh, they drew a fuck. They drew another one. All right, well, in that case, we'll bounce Thalia and try to draw something good. I don't know. I guess theoretically they could sack a land and bounce Time Vault. It's probably really good. Like then I could sack a land and bounce the other Peacekeeper, which is not good. So Yeah, this. I think they should probably have sacked a land and bounced my Time Vault. Ring wins. Yeah, Ring wins. They could name Ring. We've got 2 keys, 4 rings. Man. Close. Losing on the play in game 1 is really bad for us, though. It's going to be quite tough. Pretty brutal. No, I was on the play. I made a choice and I got punished for my choice. The matchup seems okay, but what was I boarding in this matchup? What was I boarding out in this matchup? Oh, it was like 1 key, 1 top. What was the 5th card I boarded out? No, I don't really think Wormcoil is like super good against their deck. Maybe it was the Expedition map. Why is it better? Because I get a full turn. It's just much better. What? Like if I'm not dying, then it's better to do end of turn so they can't replay it. How is mana drain against them? Not very good considering they're a Cavern of Souls deck. But I think you still need it, so. Losing game 1 on the play is super bad though. Oh, I have to keep this. Hope we don't get null rotted. I mean, what if they played an Archon? Or like a null rod? Or like, I mean, there's no reason to bounce in combat. I would have gotten murdered by a Chancellor on that draw. I think I just always have to keep this hand, though. Like, I have some of my best cards. Is this Athalia again? Like this... Oh, I got null rotted. All right, well... You can only play 8 forces in my deck. God damn it. And I can't even make Saga tokens because I went this very aggressive route. I think I'm always supposed to play Saga first there, even if it's bad against Null Rod. God, you have Thalia too? Jesus. Well, I need to draw a Workshop. Yay, my land fades away. That's just what I wanted. All I wanted was my land to go away. Brilliant. I hate Urza Saga so much. All right, I don't think we're winning this one either. What a terrible way to go. Just a horrible set of games where I just did not get to play. Maybe I'm just supposed to mulligan that hand? I don't know. It doesn't feel like a mulligan, but I guess maybe because it was bad against Chancellor, I'm supposed to. Archon Wasteland? Well, I guess I get punished for not getting key. I could have gone Needle Wasteland, but I had both islands in my hand, so... And if I draw... Oh, alright. But the problem is my land becomes tapped now because there's an Archon, so... Are there outs here? I mean, yeah, like, Workshop is my out, right? But I have 4 Chain of Vapors in my deck, also an out. But they also have all of their 3 of their best hate pieces and 2 Null Rods. Saga would have been good if I played it second. I mean, they would have just wastelanded it. But yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm supposed to play Saga second. Like, even if it's bad against Null Rod, like, it's bad against 4 cards out of their deck. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to play it. Like, I don't even think it's winning. Like, they just wasteland it. But it is better if I play it second against exactly Null Rod. True. It's just a frustrating non-game where I kept the hand that just doesn't play Magic against their hand. And should I have kept the hand? Maybe, maybe not. But unfortunately, this chain is going to do nothing because they have 2 Null Rods, a Thalia, and an Archon. So there's like there isn't even like counterplay for me here. What's my best thing? The best thing is end of turn bounce this Archon so that if I draw a Workshop, I can play a Mightstone or something. No, the best thing is end of... Nothing I do is good. So, I mean, all I can do is play a Ring, right? That's not even good. I mean, you've only really seen the white deck do, like, their top 10% hand, like, top 10% hands. Like, we crushed the white deck when they didn't have their best hands. But Archon is really good, so... If I bounce the Thalia, there are no draws that let me do anything this turn. If I bounce the Archon, there are no draws that let me do anything this turn. So I don't even have a bounce option. But if I don't bounce... The problem is there's no combination of cards that gets me there, right? Because they drew second Null Rod. Like if there was single Null Rod, I can bounce the Null Rod, go to my turn, and I have infinite mana to play a Ring... But they had 2 Null Rods instead of 1 Null Rod. I mean, they didn't. We literally won the other round against Mono White where they didn't have top 10% hands, right? And like we won a game against Cammy when we lost in round 2 where their hand was turn 1 like Plains Thalia. Like when it's Plains Thalia, the deck is not good enough. Does Volt win if I bounce Thalia? I can't activate my... There's 2 Null Rods in play. Bounce Null Rod, draw second bounce against Archon of Emeria. That's not a valid line either. I don't have a Hercules. Not that I had the mana to play Hercules anyways. There are no outs here. I think it's just lost. I think we could... Wait. We can draw Tolarian Academy into Tinker. I drew second chain. Yeah, but like my only draws that do anything are Tinker and Tolarian, right? Hopefully they play the Archon pre-combat so I can bounce the Thalia and then they can't play a second spell. Damn, they didn't do it. I guess I can still bounce post-combat and they can't play a second spell. I guess if they didn't draw a second spell. But because my opponent never had an initiative creature, their clock wasn't very fast. So like I do have options in terms of outs. But not very many. Is there an argument to force the Archon? Yeah, I should have forced the Archon. I just wasn't thinking about it. There's definitely no reason not to force the Archon. I don't know. I'm just tilted as hell. Definitely should have forced the Archon. Strip mine. I'm just not playing well because it's super doomed. Sack some lands to bounce some of my artifacts. Yeah, like definitely should be bouncing key, and neither player is doing anything. I can't force the Archon this time because there's Thalia and I'm out of mana. So now I'm truly have no outs because I played badly. I guess I technically still would have no outs if I forced the Archon because I would not have the mana to play Tinker anyways. Without drawing without drawing a workshop, I have no chance in this game. If I draw a workshop, I can like kill something, buy some time, you know. But I kept a bad hand probably. Like my hand loses to Chancellor, so it was probably just a terrible keep. I just saw the ring and 4 mana and I thought it was a good keep. And I just kept a bad hand. Didn't put extra thought into it and threw the whole tournament away. But I mean, 2 null rods. Like if they have a single null rod, maybe we can power through, but 2 null rods seems possible. And now we're gonna have 2 bad breakers to go in on 5-2 as well. So brutal. Okay, 7th and final round of this vintage challenge. We're up against the Jeskai Master, Unlucky Monkey. They've revealed a Luris, so we got a nice little companion battle here. We got Luris versus Yorion. My hand does not function. This is kind of the hands I typically expect from this deck. This hand doesn't function either. This hand functions slightly. Probably just a keep. And then bottoming trap and chain. Chain is only going to be good against Lavinia. I think I'd rather have access to drain. Yeah. Monkey? No monkey. All right. Not a bad start. They only have 5 cards in hand. Chain redrawn. Show me your secrets. They have 4th. Oh, nice. That's super good here. Just to get the Monarch. Wow. Pretty brutal. So strong here. Man. No. You don't understand. Oh, wait. You're right. You do understand. I guess I could chain the token. I don't understand. They have to have a creature deal combat damage. I thought it just gave you the Monarch. But I guess if the Ragavan resolved, it would have given him the Monarch, right? I think that must have been what I was thinking about. I guess. I don't know. Give me my Yorion. Give me my Mox Sapphire. Pass the turn. They do have Brainstorm Fetch, though, so things are not great. Not much I can do. I didn't have my basic island for my mana drain. Oh. If we can draw... I guess we don't have an Opal in our deck. There's no way we can play Yorion and hold up mana drain. No one is arguing that mana drain is playable. That was never an argument. Just draw the ring has been called. Top bottom on their scry. Tails draw. Time walk. Redraw. Just draw the good card in your 80 card deck has been called. Lost another flip. Drew a negation. Well, I guess that at least counters their Monarch card. I guess it's probably better to just chain their Monarch card, to be fair. We're so far behind. They're just going to cantrip every turn. Yeah, this is probably not a very good matchup, huh? They're just a well-oiled machine. It's always crazy that they keep these hands that just have no counter magic. Like, if I played turn 1 ring, they would just lose on the spot, right? They're so good. All right. Can't chain it. Don't have any mana. That would have been such a good draw. All right. We can just go next, right? Yeah. All right. Unlucky. So, what do I want? I mean, we mulligan to 5, right? Like, what were we going to do? Play a ring. Draw good cards. None of these cards seem very good against them. And Masticore seems fine. But I guess Portal is probably better than Sphinx here. I mean, Lavinia is just unbelievable against our deck. We are so dead to Lavinias. I've chained. Sean would just say, just chain the Lavinia, but not exactly doable. Definitely want this other removal spell. Probably seems reasonable. And then I'll just take out another key. Just trimming the same cards every time. Man, these last like 3 rounds have just been so. This like the last couple rounds are exactly how I thought every round would go with this deck. Where like we just don't have a powerful hand, we don't do anything meaningful and die. That's kind of how I thought the whole tournament would go, but we just drew so well in the beginning that we drew through all that nonsense. How good is the ring in vintage? It's okay. Like we just haven't had keepable hands. The hands we have kept have been anemic. It's kind of what I expected to happen. Don't troll my chat like that. All right, well, I got a bird serpent. They got a cat. What do I have? I've got like this is so bad. This is just so terrible, right? Like it's just not keepable. Like this is a hand with lands and spells and it's just not playable. And then we mulligan into a hand that has no lands. Yeah, this is a rough way to end the stream. These hands just don't function. I just draw all the 5 drops and they just are completely useless. It's like I can keep this hand, bottom of negation. Like that's just not good. This is why they keep 7 card hands. They just let me mulligan and I'll die. It's just doomed. Keeping a Masticore hand after mulliganing to 5 on the play is not a great look. All right. Well, I got baited. I got my hopes up with my 4-1 start, and then I just immediately had to face harsh reality. Yeah. Damn. Such a bad deck. Am I supposed to keep that 7-card hand that had 3 lands, no spells that matter? Like, that can't be correct. And then my 6, obviously I can't keep my 6 or my 5. I mean, at least here, I guess I get to put a Saga in play and tell them have a wasteland, which is better than nothing. Like, we're never playing this Masticore, right? Can't even play it if I draw a workshop. Uh-huh. Maybe I can. What if I just go map for workshop and then I just play a Massacre? Turn 1 Lavinia off of Sapphire. 7-card keep, by the way. Very reasonable. It's probably worse than just getting a Saga, right? Make them have Wasteland. Whereas this, they can have like swords. No Wasteland. Are the Alingas going forth? No. Expressive Iteration. Couldn't play Expressive Iteration off of their Sapphire because they had to have Tundra. Perfect mana. I guess it's fine because you can still play your Preordain off of it. Just no lands. Nope. Flooded Strand was exiled, so we just cast Anticipate. Nice. Didn't have a answer for Saga, so are we gaming? Is Jeskai just gonna fold to 1 Saga? There's no way. Technically, we could Metamorph a Lavinia as well. No land drop either. Wonder what they put in their hand. Probably removal, right? We drew Workshop. So we can get a Soul Ring and play a Masticore. I mean... maybe we should start by making a Lavinia. I don't know. Kind of like the idea of playing Masticore, though. I guess we could technically just Metamorph a Construct if we wanted to as well. I'm gonna play Masticore. I think, like, Metamorphing... if I'm gonna Metamorph, I feel like I would Metamorph a Construct anyways. I don't really like the idea of Metamorphing Lavinia. I actually am pretty close to Yorion as well. I guess they can have Dress Down or Hercules or something. Is this going to be Red Elemental Blast? I've been bested. Very... I mean, they might still just lose to 2 Construct tokens. It certainly seems within range. They could just have 1 swords, though. How does Metamorph work with Dress Down if I copy Lavinia? What do you mean? I can't copy... if Dress Down is in play, then Metamorph just dies. Doesn't get anything and dies. So technically, I can put Yorion in my hand, and then next turn, if I draw a land, a blue land, like an island, I can actually cast it. Well, wait a second. Lavinia down. I guess we're gonna play Paradox Engine then. All right. I mean, they have to beat these constructs. They could just lose, I guess. Imagine they just lose. We had kept 4 cards only Saga. I guess they probably could have forced the Expedition map too, right? I mean, they just need a Shattering Spree or a Swords or something. I mean, Saga is at its best versus Jeskai. We literally made Jeskai play Wasteland because Saga was too good for normal Jeskai. Mystical Tutor. All right, here we go. What do you got for us? Shattering Spree? Shattering Spree. Okay. So you have Preordained into Shattering Spree 1 construct. Are we winning this? It's getting close. Oh, Treasure Cruise into land double Shattering Spree? Yeah, see? It's easy. It was never hard. No, we are super dead now, right? They just need to play Fetch Land. They didn't draw Fetch Land? Holy shit. Oh, Wasteland. Okay, so they're going to Wasteland my blues. They're not going to Wasteland anything. Okay. Time Walk probably gets countered. This cannot be cast, right? And I can't cast my Yorion either. I can cast my I can cast my Yorion, right? No, I'm mana short of casting my Yorion. Because I have to pay 3 because I didn't get my Yorion last turn. I played my engine. Maybe not the best play. If I had gotten my Yorion last turn, I would have been able to play it this turn while they were tapped out. So kind of on me, I guess. It felt like putting an engine in play made sense to me. But now they can even Wasteland me to keep me off of Yorion. They do have to still beat this. Swords is probably the answer, I would assume. They can even play just a monkey to chump or whatever. The Treasure Cruise was good, but we'll see what happens. This is an Arcanist to chump. Time Walk? Oh, Lavinia. Ooh, now they can chump with Lavinia and then Shattering Spree off the Arcanist. So that's bad. But I guess they have to have a force for my Yorion. Mana Drain's a turn too late there. Unfortunately, all my blue mana is not in a relic, so I can't like play Yorion and untap my mana drain mana. No point in flickering anything here. All right, well, at least I have 2 things that are lethal, and that way the Shattering Spree doesn't kill me. If I had, instead of playing Paradox Engine, had just gotten Yorion to my hand, I would have won this game already, right? Pretty big mistake. I thought it made sense to like play the engine because I didn't have a blue source anyways. But that seems like a big mistake. They draw Ancestral. For a game where I mulled the 4 on the play, this is kind of close. I think they don't have a direct answer right now, so they're considering. Well, now they have triple Shattering Spree, killing Construct, Engine, Soul Ring. But they do still need to be able to beat a Yorion, right? Which means they need to have a red Elemental Blast. So they can only... Or Swords. Well, we know they have red Elemental Blast. So here, yeah, it looks like they have red Elemental Blast because they're only replicating twice. So it looks like we're just going to die. Damn, that sucks. Yeah. Yep. We're dead. They cast Treasure Cruise. Like, that's what's going to happen. Chain of Vapor. Yep. This is what Jeskai does. I think I'm the one who threw the game, though, right? If I had simply not played my Paradox engine, I threw it. They just get to do double. I don't know. Does it matter? They just get to cast 2 Ponders anyways. No shuffle. Surprised I guess they're holding Wasteland for Saga. Makes sense. Drew a ring. Do they have a negation? Probably, right? Yup. Every time, man. Every time. Yeah, I mean, playing against Jeskai is definitely a miserable existence, so. I'm always mana draining the Ponder there. There's just no chance I'm ever holding holding a mana drain against active Wastelands is the incredibly greedy. There's just no world which I'd ever do that. Maybe don't register mana drain. Thank you for your amazing insight. Yeah, I'm trying to use my mana drain while my opponent is not wastelanding me. Like cashing in a mana drain when my opponent has active wastelands and I have 2 non-basic sources is like definitely something I'm doing. Looks like my opponent is shields down. Can I draw another ring? Nope. All right. Well, that's the end of this. What a terrible finish. Gross. Yep. Scroll, ancestral, ancestral, ancestral. I mean, I threw the game again, though. Like, I threw the game again. Why did I play my Paradox engine when I know I can draw Island? You know? Like, what the hell was I thinking? There are no outs. We're dead. My opponent just drew 7 cards this turn. But, like, it's all on me that, like, I just play a Paradox engine because oh, yeah, that'll be good, and then immediately lose the game because of it. And a game that was almost winnable off of just Saga. Nice. Awesome. I mean, this card would be pretty good if I had my blue sources, but this is exactly what I figured would happen. I would just lose my blue sources at some point, so. Yeah, it's fine. Like, we're not in a very good position to win the game from our multiple on the play. We almost won the game anyways. It is what it is. So, in retrospect, how is this deck? I think this deck was awful. We drew basically our top 10% draws in our first 5 rounds. We were just drawing like tons of Moxen, tons of Workshop Ring hands. I think we just got extremely lucky in the first half of this tournament, and then reality came crashing down in the second half. Kind of felt like some of this package was too cute, and like normally these 5 drops in your workshop deck are super castable, but when you play no ancient tombs and instead play a bunch of islands, like they're just not super castable. So it just didn't really work out. I don't really know how Sean always has the mana for the things, but seems to. Here, I don't know. I don't know like if there's any like point in going forward with this style of build. Like it definitely felt like Relic for Transmute was good, but also like if I have a Relic in play, like do I need a Transmute really? I don't really think so. Mana Drain was awful. I really dislike Mana Drain. It feels like way better to rely on just having your workshop to play your 4-drop than to like play island, hope your Mana Drain resolves and like does something. Coveted Jewel is the answer. No, Coveted Jewel is just the most boring, terrible deck to ever play. No point in playing Coveted Jewel. So yeah, that was fun though. I mean, like the winning we did in the beginning was super fun. When we got to get the Paradox engine going, it was pretty sweet. So, sorry we couldn't end with a nice finish, but Magic is hard. New vintage videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See you then.